this team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know.
Like Rusty Bank Carroll's.
I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know my time. I never. This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games we play can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for millions. Take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop patience, determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving, they changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind, so I do it for all my people. Jabbing in competition, back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road, I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, giving something away. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm going soon and fight this final round. Life's a play for no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your blow. Games we play can't take it personal, cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No more that's young. We've got to keep it going. No, I never know. Yay.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, traveled through the open door. Circumstances navigated the path, and life happened all so fast. No, it got lonely. Sometimes you see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still This is where I am destined to be. I'm not ready to give up. I believe in the miracle of life. Life's a break with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games to play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. I'm telling you the truth. It's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. It's fight for me, I'm gonna take a second, see the blessing in it. With much expected, much is given. When I made the living, now I'm giving back to children. Never let the power come first before your happiness. Yes, you can be the best if you go the distance. Mix a little sweat with your persistence. You know that the best things are never instant. Just shine up, let them see your brilliance. Get up, open up your eyes now. It's the moment of truth. No backing down. We're bringing it to life. Oh, for the children, it's a given. You gotta give it, be a blessing.
This my personal statement. Run the game like I'm aces. Learn and develop paces. Determined to be the greatest. Yeah, bobbing and weaving. They changing up like the seasons. Indigenous to the grind. So I do it for all my people. Jabbing the competition. Back up against the ropes. You fighting for recognition. I'm fighting just to promote equality where we lack it. While cancer slowing our road. I'm confident we'll make it. We focus on common goals. Yeah.
Give back, give love, give in some way. Never give up, stand tall to fight another day. 2 toes, 2 feet, I stand on the ground. I'm gonna wrestle and fight this final round. Life's a break with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games to play, can't take it personal. Cause the devil is a liar. Telling you the truth, it's all in what you do. Some things you gotta do. I'm gonna share all that I have and give to those in need. So we're gonna win this battle, fight that disease. No more threats, children leaving hearts that's young. We got to be confident. Oh, no, I love you. Yay.
Cancer is killing, millions and millions of people. Me and my team, along with Sam Watson and his team, we're going to stand together and fight this disease.
I come this way before, travel through the open door. Circumstances navigate the path, and life happened all so fast. No, they got lonely sometimes. You see, I know we couldn't make it. Even when I'm off beat, I still land on my feet, and nothing can shake me, cause I know my took
a hold of me. I never knew.
This is where I am destined to be. I'm not
Yo, JP, Era JQ, Mel, what it do? Birdman, Dion Gale, KB, Knowledge, it's Pinky, baby. T, Brother Cole, hey, Silva. Green. Cause the dead brothers Cole, Adolfo, G Brown, Josh, Big Homie Coop, 581. What it do? Rob G, Super Tax, and. I appreciate you guys coming in here, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're gonna get into the trailer, and why not? Let's just do the trailer right now, man. We so close to 3,000. Go tell a friend.
What?
I said Malcolm alleged that some of Elijah's women were underage secretaries, and can you expound on that?
Expound.
Yeah, I guess they were, because they were there. I seen them. I seen them myself. It's all true. It's all true.
Good evening, messenger. You convinced us that you were the last messenger. How many other bastard children do you have?
Oh man, too many to count, man. We celebrating these false prophets, man. We got to step up, man. Celebrating these false prophets. How? I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna pat myself on the back, because what did I tell y'all? Summer 2022 is gonna be an exciting summer, and it's getting off kind of early. I didn't think the news was gonna drop this soon, but Tank's contract is up. Didn't I warn y'all? Fred don't know nothing. Fred don't know nothing. Fred just be making shit up. He don't know nothing about anything. Well, guess what? Tank's contract is up. I told you summer 2022 gonna be exciting. And Eddie Hearn about to come in here, man, try and snatch up some work. You know what I mean? Devin Haney better get a date. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's business. It's business. It's not personal. Devin Haney better go get a date, because if not, Eddie Hearn gonna come in here and try and snatch up Tank Davis, man. You know what I mean? And offer him a boatload of money, you know, guaranteed sellout in America. And that's what he wants. Eddie Hearn can give a damn about the bottom line. Eddie Hearn want to be famous and powerful like Bob Arum. That's his goal. His goal in life is to be as powerful as Bob Arum and as celebrity as Canelo or Floyd Mayweather or whoever, LeBron James. You know, he wants to be that in America. So I wish I had a round of applause button, because the dominoes are starting to fall. And I didn't think Tank was going to speak out like that. But anyways, you might as well talk. Adrian Broner's next. Adrian Broner might be next, dog. That's what I hear through the grapevine. You know what I mean? Not next, but you know what I mean? Birds of a feather flock together. But I told y'all. Y'all think Fred be making shit up. Fred don't make nothing up. These fighters handlers call me every day and be like, Fred, keep going. Fred, keep telling the truth. Al Heyman got these 360 contracts, man. He's so, man, I haven't even met Al Heyman. Fred, you hating on Floyd. Well, within 2 days, Lil Africa, that's his nickname, Lil Africa, Richardson, and Tank Davis have come out. Y'all don't be listening. Oh, you be hating. Y'all don't want to know the truth. Fuck y'all. That's where I'm at. Fuck y'all. And I'm going to just keep on mushing shit in y'all face. That's what I'm going to keep doing, because y'all don't want to listen. Y'all believe in the fairy tale. Y'all believe in a fairy tale. Y'all believe in ghosts and goblins. Y'all believe, you really believe that there's a real King Kong. You really believe in a tooth fairy. Your daughter's really waiting on Santa Claus. You actually put your daughter in Santa Claus' lap. And you worked 364 days and you actually took a picture with Santa? Oh, they got you. That's why you're a Democrat. That's why you voted for Joe Biden. Oh, it's just a picture. Oh, no. It's called indoctrination. What they call it in Frozen, in Coronation Day. That's what it is. Y'all so stupid. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better wake up and just start listening to motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers you giving your daughter $10 for the tooth fairy. You know what I mean?
mommy coming down with her wings. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I know. Fred just a hater, huh? Nah, Fred knew. And people call me every day, y'all. Every day. But Fred is a hater. You know what I mean? That's all. Fred is a hater, and the guest is in the building. So we're gonna talk about some diabetes. And he had me read this damn article, and I was like, what the fuck am I reading? I had no clue what the hell I was reading. Oh, you gonna be interested. Well, y'all already know when Enqi comes on, Fred shuts up. And what's up, man? What's popping, dog? What's popping, man? It's great to see you, dog. Man, yeah. First off, it's great to see you, dog.
Yeah, man.
Great to see you.
Definitely appreciate the platform. Yeah, man, So, you read the article.
I didn't know what the hell I was reading. I don't know. Hey, my lexicon is well versed, but when it comes to scientific terms, not really there. I know what a hypothesis is. You know what I mean? But outside of that, I got a great lexicon if I'm not talking to a doctor.
Hey, I try to make it as comprehensive as possible. I got at least 675 hours worth of explainer videos. I did a 11-hour 11-hour live stream on Savior's Day.
On Savior's Day?
On Savior's Day.
Oh, wow. I should have came on there with you and blew that shit up.
Man, because, so many people be, niggas be goofballing out here in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, what better to be doing on Savior's Day than saving people, like putting that real work in. You know what I'm saying? And, that's the thing. I'm trying to get people now to just promote, share the article, start applying some pressure to these larger platforms. Like, yo, y'all got to bring Enqi in. $1 million worth of game, drink champs.
Right.
LeBron at the barbershop. Like,
right.
That. You got to bring Enqi on. You know what I'm saying? Right. We need to get this. We need to get this diabetes shit. Like there's a high level of urgency. A lot of people don't even understand my intensity right now. Like, I'm like, listen, I need 100 supporters. That's going to send me $85 a month to get this research in. And when I started telling people that, they didn't even know what the fuck I was talking about. What research? Like, what research? Enqi, we love you, but we don't know what do you mean? I'm like, bro, we about to change the world. I got this. And I think a part of it is I've always been like that kid in class. You always got this one kid in your class, right? And he be wilding in class. You know what I'm saying? This nigga be, I'm not going to say the class clown, but he's definitely a distraction. He's definitely doing whatever he wants to do in the class.
Right.
Leading niggas astray. But the problem, you got a group of kids in every class like that fuck around, talk, pass notes, you know what I'm saying? Slap kids in the back of it, but there's only one usually that while he's doing that, he's also getting high grades on the test and making sure all his homework is in. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been that kid. And I think that carried over maybe as a part of who I am into, the online community, because it's like it's like almost like magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm popping up, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. When I popped up in the paper, I put the paper out to the public in February 28th, right? And for most people, it's like I'm just popping up with this, but I'm trying to show them, like, this is what I've been working on my entire life. Even my main book that everybody has. I'm talking about my closest followers. They have this book. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in like the 12th or 13th print of this book. And I literally had to flip open the book like I'm gonna do right now and show you. I'm like, okay, y'all must have thought that I was playing with y'all online all this time. I was not. What would this page, like, what purpose would this serve in the book? Like, why would this be in a book on healing and herbs? What is real research, quantitative research versus qualitative research? I put that in the book because I was working on a paper. I was working on large scale research. What makes your research valid? So all these years when I was doing the 40-day fast, I was compiling data to put out a paper and change the world. Like, that was my goal from the jump. But when I put out the book, I still had some things, that I was figuring out, some stuff that I was, but I put out a paper and it was like my first version. You see what that says right there? A peer-reviewed scientific paper on water and melanin. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was my first iteration of this book, and the authors are me, my daughter Tony, and Chase. And this is years ago. This and it's in motherfuckers' households. So when niggas try to like steal my shit, you see what I'm saying? Like, when niggas try to like, nah, bro, there's a digital footprint out here. This is already stamped, signed, sealed, and delivered. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I have to guard it and be aggressive because I watched what happened to Elijah Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Like, Elijah Muhammad is largely responsible for the intermittent fasting movement. Zero credit goes to Elijah Muhammad. Niggas don't mention Elijah Muhammad with intermittent fasting. I'm like, nah, that's not happening to me. Not with my shit, not on my watch, not after I put in the better part of a decade to work a miracle. Like, I done took this to a level where we can reverse this genocide, because that's what we're dealing with when we deal with type 2 diabetes. To the point where people don't even understand what type 2 diabetes really represents. Type 2 diabetes is a mask of a monster. So the first thing I had to do was pull the mask off this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But, I seen it happen with Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi told the world that he could cure almost any illness with carbon-based, with a carbon-based diet, carbon compounds. And you know what happened to Dr. Sebi when he told everybody that? They locked his ass up. But what most people don't know is right behind that, they gave 3 white guys a Nobel Peace Prize for the same thing. You see what I'm saying? For flipping and bouncing and remixing Sebi shit, because they discovered that there are a specific group of carbon-based antioxidants, C58, C59, C60, and these are such strong inflammatory reversers that, you can reverse any illness with these, or ameliorate the symptoms of any illness by sponging up all the toxins and the inflammatory compounds that harm the tissues and free radicals, etc. These things got a Nobel Peace Prize. So when I see these things and I'm explaining them, because so people can understand not only my passion for what it is that we're looking at for defunding diabetes, defunding type 2 diabetes, but also understanding my aggressiveness in how I know these other holistic healers be moving. because niggas will watch your information, not share your information, rewrite your shit, and then try to hustle your shit as if they did some original research. Like and it fucks me up. I see niggas everywhere doing it. They on Facebook, they on YouTube, they in IG, they create little businesses and vibes. And I'm like, bruh, stop fucking telling people you did research on the internet when you was just watching my video. You didn't do research, nigga. You watched Dr. Enqi. That's not fucking, you didn't do research, nigga. Dr. Enqi did research. You watched Dr. Enqi. That's a big fucking difference. Which is the reason why I had to explain what actual research was in my book. Because I don't think that niggas know what that even means. Yo, I was doing research. No, clicking on Google is not, you typing in like, what is melanin on Google? You didn't research melanin, my nigga. You looked it up on Google. When you see all those links pop up, each one of those links represents somebody who did research. You're indexing a group of motherfuckers who actually did research. You did it. You Googled searched it. Right? If you go to YouTube and type in, you know, something CMOS, and then my video pops up, you didn't research CMOS, nigga. You watched me elaborate on my research. That has to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm watching this shit happen over and over, even to the point where I'm seeing all of the Sabeites, you know, kids, cousins, grandkids, all these motherfuckers. And nobody is actually doing research on the information. What these niggas are doing is memorizing the information. And that's cool. But that's not the same as new, fresh research. That's not furthering the campaign. That's not pushing it forward. That's not even giving you the ability to fully comprehend what the fuck it is that Dr. Sebi did. I was having a conversation with Mama Pill one day, and she told me something that was so fucking insane, right? And this was one of the things that got Sebi hot and got him persecuted. When the HIV and AIDS shit had first hit, right? Dr. Sebi was explaining how anal sex actually creates the autoimmune syndrome that most people are experiencing. And when I listened to her explain that to me, it dawned on me maybe 6 months later, 12 months later. I said, Dr. Sebi was the first nigga to discover leaky gut syndrome. Now you hear leaky gut syndrome fucking everywhere. Everybody's talking about leaky gut, leaky gut, leaky gut. Dr. Sebi was the first nigga to discover that. And see, what I'm doing, when I say Elijah Muhammad was the first person to popularize intermittent fasting, when I say Dr. Sebi discovered, he was the first one to discuss, and he was the first one to discover leaky fucking gut syndrome. Because it's the whole digestive tract. You know what I'm saying? It's not just your stomach. It's your whole digestive tract. And basically, what leaky gut is, if people don't know, is when you get inflammation anywhere throughout your digestive tract, from the anus all the way to the small intestine, and you get a leakage from there where proteins, bacteria, and those other things get to leak into your bloodstream and start causing problems. What he was saying is that the anal sex is tearing the lining, and that's what's happening. Whereas people now are phrasing it, they're talking about certain foods being able to cause that same thing. The syndrome and what happens after the tear in the lining and the blood and the bacteria and the proteins mix is the same scenario. The same white blood cell cascade and all of those things have to happen after. But so what I'm saying is we're talking about intellectual property, which becomes scientific prowess, which becomes institutions. This is how institutions get built. So this is not a simple thing, but because we come from poverty, we believe that flipping and bouncing and overlooking niggas' intellectual property is not a big deal. But it's every fucking thing, because your idea turns into a textbook, which turns into a school, which turns into hospitals, which turns into clinics, which then turns into fucking cash, which now turns around and changes families, which then allows the people struggling to put better things, to build better infrastructure in their neighborhood. So now we can change the food deserts. Now niggas don't live in supermarkets where they don't have real produce. We don't live in neighborhoods where there's not clean restaurants. Because I've traveled enough to notice that fucking restaurants are put in neighborhoods zoned up. So in the neighborhoods where you see Zaxby's, you don't see fucking McDonald's and Burger King. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the Arabs chicken spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see that and Zaxby's in the same place. There's a reason. They have cleaner standards for certain types of neighborhoods. Those things all play a role in this genocide that we're dealing with. And before I go anywhere with this shit, niggas need to understand that this is genocide. Like, to look at this any other way would be us fooling ourselves. Most people don't understand this because when they think of slavery, the first thing they think of is cotton. Cotton wasn't it. Cotton was not the fucking, cotton wasn't the bag. Slavery didn't surround cotton. Slavery was about sugar fields. And in those sugar fields, they learned that Black people can only live 5 to 9 years, not work. Like, you know, you work from age 21 to 65 and then you can retire. Like, no, that's your working. You have a 45-year working lifespan in America now. No, that's not that. We're talking about lifespan. From the first fucking day you get into the sugar field, you had a 5 to 9 year lifespan. So they had a 300-year window to study the effects on me and you of sugar. Christopher Columbus is not known for fucking discovering America. Christopher Columbus is known for being the first person to bring sugarcane into America.
By the way, Dante says Devin signed a 3-fight deal with Top Rank. He fights Cambosis twice in Loma, and Eddie Hearn is not involved. This is crazy.
Dante is fucking confusing. Dante is one of the niggas that, this is why I have to behave, and this is why I have to this is why I have to behave like this, Fred. Because I'm talking about genocide. No force on earth has killed more brown and Black people than type 2 diabetes. And this nigga telling us about a contract for Devin Haney or whoever he's talking about right now. I'm talking about the #1 killer of brown and Black people all time. Not this year, not last year, not the fucking the pandemic. If you add the fucking pandemic with cancer, with Vietnam, with AIDS, with gang violence, it still doesn't add up to how many people died from fucking type 2 diabetes. This is the shit I'm on right now. And I'm drawing a line in the sand. Because if you say that you're about the community, if you say that you're about the people, we need to see it now. Right? This is why, you know, a lot of people in the clubhouse, you know, in the clubhouse universe, you know, they was getting on me. Some people in the YouTube universe, they was getting on me because, you know, I had some choice comments for Dame Dash. I had some choice comments for Master P. You know, they like, yo, Enqi, how you going pocket watch another nigga? You know, how you going call out Dame Dash for opening up, you know, his liquor businesses and supporting his son with the pastries and all that and blah, 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 blah. I had to correct them because they confused. I'm not calling out Dame Dash for being an entrepreneur. I look up to Dame Dash for being an entrepreneur. I love Dame Dash for, you know, starting from the bottom. Now we here. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in greatness. You know what I'm saying? But I had Bob driving to pulling up in my neighborhood to listen to my music. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's not my intention, you know, and they know who Bob is if they watch this video. You know what I'm saying? Everybody may not, and we leave that there. But you know, like this is a real thing. So it's not for me like to insult, but when you say that you're on the front line for the people, right? And you have diabetes, and you're only funding and backing like liquors and cookies and cakes, bro, that's a problem for me. Not that you're doing your entrepreneurial shit, but you're participating in genocide at the same time as you say you for the community. See, as long as you don't say you for the community and you just say you chasing your money, you good. But if you say you doing it for the community, you trying to give back to the community, you trying to, you fighting the good fight for black folks and all that, I got to draw the line in the sand and say, no, the fuck you not, my nigga. You're participating in genocide. Master P is a fantastic entrepreneur. Again, I look up to him as an entrepreneur, but he's making all these fucking videos talking about.
Dante said Bob Arum broke the news on Fight Hype interview.
I know you got to do your super chat thing, Fred, but that's only going to antagonize me.
I know. Go ahead.
Your man Master P, he says he's giving back to the community, selling niggas fucking ramen noodles. Like I don't get it. You see what I'm saying? And like niggas get confused. They want to know, oh yeah. But Enqi, you got on gold teeth. But Enqi, you got on sunglasses. But Enqi, you got on a hoodie. This is all fucking brainwash. This is brainwash. Niggas don't understand. They have been brainwashed to believe that you can only be a scientist or a doctor if you wear a white jacket and you an old white man missing the front top of your shit, with the gray on the sides because you got the receipt. You done went bald on top. Like, that's the fucking image. So if I don't come to them looking like that, talking like that, speaking like that, then obviously now you're gonna use that as a way to try to overlook or move around the work that I've already done and the work that I'm presenting. And these are the same goofball niggas that if I came with the fucking suit and the hard bottoms, which niggas know me for wearing, but if I came with that and I was speaking all nasal, niggas would be like, oh, he's selling out. You know what I'm saying? He's selling out. But once you look like the people and you dress like the people and you stay amongst the people don't fucking respect you. So see, it'd be a rock and a hard place you be with these fucking derelict niggas that barely could fucking read. It'd be between a rock and a hard place with these derelict niggas. Either you selling out, leaving the community, or you have to subject yourself to lack of respect to be amongst the fucking community. And they don't subject everybody to this same fucking standard. Your man fucking Pusha T, and I'm a Kanye fanatic. I'm a Kanye fanatic. I'm a Drake fanatic. But I got to say, Kanye, what the fuck are we doing, bro? What are we doing, Kanye? Kanye inspired my whole, that Genius documentary that he just that shit totally inspired me right now. And then what do I see on TV? I see Pusha T doing, Pusha T's doing a fucking Arby's promo. Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? What are we doing right now? Let me hit the share screen right now. Let me hit the share screen. Let me just hit the share screen one time for the one time. These ADD and ADHD niggas in your fucking chat room, I'm sorry, man. I have to address them in a foul manner.
No, it's fine. What can you share off your screen to mine?
Yeah, hit the share right there at the bottom.
Okay. Okay, now what do you want me to do?
You gotta hit the share. You see the
share screen? Oh, okay.
No, the little window right there.
Where? Oh, I didn't know that.
Boom. There we go.
Oh, dope.
Okay, so now if we look this up, right? This is what I'm saying, because I don't want to just say this shit is genocide and niggas like, we don't get it. You know what I'm saying? All that shit in Arby's is group 1 carcinogens. This is not me making this shit up. I don't have time. Y'all niggas on the West Coast. I got 5 children to raise. I got to stay up all fucking night to come on Fred Channel. I don't have time to come over here and play with you niggas. Then, once I find out this nigga's promoting fucking Arby's right now, when black folks is in a fucking state of emergency, and we've been in a state of emergency the last 20 fucking years. Niggas only cared about their health when fucking quarantine hit. And now that quarantine is lightening up, niggas is going back to whatever the fuck they've been doing. I find out after I start, I get, as I take this shit personal, I'm like, this nigga's doing the promo for fucking Arby's. My niggas hit me up like, yo, like, you didn't know that's how he got famous. He did the ... I'm loving it. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck are we doing out here? Huh? Niggas selling cheeseburgers out here? What the fuck are we doing right now? Come on, bro. It's time to push that knife on these niggas, man. I'm about to sign a deal with Whack 100 out this motherfucker. Like, what do we have to do? You think I'm playing, Fred? Seriously. Let me do this. Let me say this real quick. And maybe this will make sense, because I told my people earlier that I was going to make it my business to start explaining to people what diabetes is every time before I go into any specifics on anything. And so, when people say they got bad knees and bad shoulders, you ever heard that, Fred? Do you know anybody? Bad knees, bad shoulders?
Yeah. Overweight, obesity, athletic.
That's diabetes. That's not what we thinking is athletic wear and tear. Most of that is diabetes.
Wow.
Fibroids, PCOS, that's diabetes. High blood pressure, hypertension, that's diabetes. Obesity, that's diabetes. Heart disease, the number 1 cause of heart disease is diabetes. The number 1 cause of Alzheimer's disease is diabetes. And you don't get Alzheimer's disease at fucking 60 years old. You get Alzheimer's disease in your 20s. The symptoms doesn't show up till you get into your 50s and 60s and 70s. But you actually have the onset of Alzheimer's in your fucking 20s. Cancer, diabetes. Dementia, diabetes. Degenerative nerves, diabetes. Arthritis, diabetes. Kidney disease, diabetes. Black folks are propping up the whole fucking dialysis business. Impotence, diabetes. Oh, and we need to get to that, because it's probably some of these same goofy ass motherfuckers right here that's in this chat room right now that got fucking penis implants, fake fucking dicks. How about that? Yeah, that's a real thing. That's a real thing in our community. While niggas is talking about who doing what, niggas got fake fucking pipes right now. Yeah. Blindness, deafness, that's diabetes. Strokes, skin disease, rashes, infections. Do you know that herpes causes diabetes?
No.
Do you know that diabetes can cause herpes? See, that's what I'm saying. Niggas don't understand what the fuck diabetes really is. Niggas have no clue. Digestive diseases. Niggas like, yo, I'm having some issues with my digestion. I got irritable bowel. I got colitis. Nigga, you probably got fucking undiagnosed diabetes. Niggas with gum disease and tooth decay, diabetes, diverticulitis, diabetes, osteoporosis, diabetes. A lot of people just being unattractive, like niggas just being ugly sometimes. I kid you not, right? Because we're talking about having nice skin, having a nice appearance, having a nice frame. Lung disease, bloody stool, bladder disease. Like all of these things are offshoots of type 2 diabetes. All of these things are type 2 diabetes serves as a gateway for. Now, niggas like, yo, hold on. Enqi is bugging. Here's the thing. We're all on the fucking internet. It's nothing for niggas to open up another window and click and open this shit up. It's nothing for niggas to click and open this shit up. And what I'm saying is we got to restore balance. Niggas is too fucking distracted. Niggas is dancing, playing games, watching the fights, watching the boxers degenerate. We watching the boxers degenerate. We're not realizing that the leading cause of fucking brain disease is diet. So when when Muhammad Ali has Parkinson's-like syndrome, you niggas out there that's shouting that he's the greatest of fucking all time, y'all not recognizing that we could have probably still had the greatest of all time if we would have been a little bit more serious about this. What I'm talking about right now. We could extend the careers of these boxers. And then after they retire, niggas can retire with their wits, with their health, with their penis still functioning, still ready to reproduce. All these fucking women out here taking fucking fertility pills and like, what the fuck are we doing? Niggas think this is a game. Yes, bicep bully. Get your chat room in order. Get your chat room in order, and then maybe the energy will come down. But yes, as long as niggas behave stupid, I mean, what you want me to do? What you want me to do? Tell you that you niggas sound fucking intelligent when I'm talking about genocide and he talking about a nigga signing a boxing deal? Your mother's dealing with this. Your father's dealing with this. Your children gonna have to deal with this. Your aunties, your uncles. Y'all niggas in the fucking chat room right now. Half you niggas got fucking soft penises. Half you niggas on 4 and 5 fucking medications right now. This is not a fucking game. The problem is that I love you niggas more than you love yourself. You don't even know what the fuck love is. You can't love yourself biting into some pork with a fucking cold Pepsi. You don't know what the fuck it is. You niggas are jump into a fucking chat room and talk about the white man did this and the white man did that, and you don't fucking understand the actual mechanism that the white man set up to curtail your fucking growth, to curtail your reproductive system, to curtail your fucking lifespan. How is it that Mendel, the European scientist, decided, not me, not Sabi, not a black man, how is it that a European scientist that was a part of the whole eugenics and all of that fucking goofy shit, how is it that he scientifically put in the science textbooks forever that the white genes are recessive and that the black genes are dominant? White genes recessive, black genes dominant. And you niggas are comfortable with black people having a shorter lifespan. And then you want to be mad in the fucking chat room and say, Enqi said we dumb. Nigga, if you accept the fact that you got dominant genes but a shorter fucking lifespan, I'm not the one calling you dumb. I'm the one trying to give you some fucking science and some light and some education. I'm trying to pull your fucking skirt and say, nigga, pay attention. You fucking missing the whole fucking boat here. You're missing the big picture. How the fuck can you have dominant genes and a shorter lifespan? Riddle me that, Batman. How can you have dominant genes and a shorter lifespan? Niggas quiet now. Niggas quiet now. See, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. And the respect need to come in when you can sit on your couch and listen to fucking rap music and watch sports and entertainment while I tackle the big fucking problems, not just for me and my future generations, but for you and yours at home, nigga. So that you can order the fucking Frankfurter and look fucking goofy and feel comfortable knowing that, yes, somebody is actually out there working for the future generations, like to really get us out of this genocide. And most of you motherfuckers don't even know this shit is genocide because you're looking at all of these different facets of this one fucking metabolic syndrome that we're dealing with and not understanding that diabetes is the one thing that breaks down your immune system and your body to create so many different manners of pure fuckery that you can't even recognize they all have this one origin. You can't even recognize they all have this one origin. If you ask these niggas what diabetes is, they're going to say, oh yeah, you know, with the insulin and the glucose, all that's G. None of that's real. That's fake. The whole line that you've been sold all this time about glucose and insulin, that's not even fucking real. That's not even real. This shit all has to do with your pigment. All this has to do with your pigment. That's why when they go to check to see how far your diabetes has progressed, what do they check? They check to see how much the sugar has coated, how much the sugar has attacked your pigment. They say, no, they're not checking your pigment. They're checking your hemoglobin. That's because you goofy niggas don't know that hemoglobin is pigment. You don't understand that the reason niggas' feet is getting cut off is because there's pigment inside your blood vessels called melanopsin. And the sugar crystallizes that too. That's how it creates the heart disease and the brain disease, because your heart is regulated by melanocytes and nerve cells. And everywhere where there's pigment, i.e. your nerve cells have neuromelanin, melanocytes produce melanin, the sugar from the fucking type 2 diabetes crystallizes the pigments, shutting down the function of whatever fucking body part is there. Half these fucking niggas is buying Viagras and shit. You don't understand that the capillaries in your body serve as a filtration system. They're not to allow sugars and other types of toxins to get into the more fragile tissues of the body. So when niggas eating whatever the fuck they want to eat, dancing, you know, Frankfurters and fucking processed, you know, Arby's, they listening to fucking Pusha T, you fucking goofy ass niggas when you eating that shit and then your dick stop working, you don't think to fucking fix it. You don't think, yo, let me tap in with the god Enqi and get my shit together. No, you know what you niggas do? You stop at the fucking gas station and buy fucking dick herbs and circulation shit. You buy fucking Viagra pills and all kinds of shit that forces circulation. This is why I say it's dangerous when fake ass goofy niggas that call themselves healers, but they not really. They just stealing my shit and fucking remixing shit. Trying to remix Sabi shit from 40 fucking years ago, right? It's dangerous because anybody think, you know, and it's a part of the brainwashing. That's why I said earlier with niggas, oh yeah, but look, he got gold. It's a part of the brainwashing. Oh, he got gold teeth. See, here's how it goes. They don't realize that the criminal stereotype of young black men or black men in general, black people put that on each other more than white people do. So when we talking about defund the police, nigga, we need to get that shit right in our own mind before we worried about police stereotyping us, nigga. We stereotype each other. When I got gold teeth in and a gold fucking chain, clearly I must be a hustler because I have gold teeth and a gold chain. Clearly I must be a criminal. Clearly I must be running a scam. Clearly I got to be a hustler. I cannot be a fucking naturopathic doctor. I cannot come from 158th Street where we were so happy to fucking be alive. Let me tell you, from my fucking neighborhood, I'm 44. We were so happy to be alive that every birthday, starting at the time, we was like fucking 14 to 15 years old. We got pissy fucking vomit drunk because most of our friends were dying. We was happy to see another fucking birthday. So to come from that environment, then get a fucking certification, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I got every fucking certification. Personal trainer, sports nutritionist, master herbalist, naturopathic, every fucking certification regarding what the fuck it is that I had to come to realize that this was my calling in life. This is what God put me here to do. Not take lives, but to save them. And that came from a tragedy. My daughter got hit by a fucking car. A nurse ran my daughter over, broke her neck, broke her spine in 3 places, crushed her pelvis. Her left leg was crushed. We took her to 3 fucking hospitals. They all said that chances were she wasn't even going to make it out of fucking ICU. 3 hospitals said she wouldn't make it out of ICU. The best chance she had at survival was being paralyzed for fucking life. I went in my kitchen with my fucking knowledge before going to naturopathic school, before trying to be certified, before doing any fucking thing. Because I was making 80, 90 fucking K a year selling phones at Verizon. I was good. Me and the white man had no beef. All like, oh, fucking kill the white man. I was like, no. White man is all right with me. We good. But I learned then. Because even in the fucking ICU, I had to have my daughter's mother removed by fucking security. Because the lawyers told her, if your husband keeps interfering with what the doctors are doing, it's going to lower the amount of money that we could get you in a lawsuit possibly. I was like, I don't give a fuck about no money and no lawsuit. I need to see my daughter walk again. I got her out of ICU in 3 fucking days. I got her back on her feet in 5 or 6 months. That nigga done been in every fucking high school baseball team, dance team, and nobody could tell she had a fucking injury. So when I come with this information, this shit is not a game. All these motherfuckers talk about, you know, they worship God and they good Muslims and they fucking good Christians and Catholics and Hebrew Israelites and all that. How the fuck you don't believe in the power of your God? This shit fucks me up. Your God didn't say go get no antibiotics. He didn't say get a shot. He didn't say go get a fucking none of that. He didn't say run to the fucking. He said when you get sick, nigga, the herbs are for the healing of the nation. He said the plants is how you heal. But these motherfucking super religious niggas, they don't run to the plants. They don't run back to nature. They don't run back to their God's plan when something happened. And because of it, the motherfuckers on this planet with dominant genetics have the shortest fucking lifespan. Now, how the fuck is that possible? I'm still waiting for a fucking genius nigga in the fucking chat room to answer that. See, that's what the fuck I'm on. You know what I mean? Like, this shit come back down to mathematics and shit like that for me. You know what I'm saying? The man, woman, and child. You got niggas online looking goofy, wasting their time. Women debating if man is the problem in the family. Men debating about women. Fucking, what's this nigga goofy ass Kevin all that shit is super fucking goofy. It's about the family unit. You niggas don't know that you're a victim of Margaret Sanger. You niggas is victims of fucking Planned Parenthood. You don't understand that we went from a state in this motherfucking country of being hung and having our dicks and our balls cut off to now, because of credit to fucking type 2 diabetes, now we running around getting penile implants. We're literally cutting our own dicks off voluntarily. So we could keep on fucking and entertaining. You know, we could keep on being fucking entertained. And I'm not saying stop the fucking entertainment. I'm saying niggas require balance. Niggas require balance. You don't understand how institutionalized racism is. You niggas don't understand real brainwash when you see it. Everybody, the last 3 years, since the end of 2019, early 2020, what niggas been talking about online? Oh, vitamin D, vitamin D, vitamin D. Yo, I'm looking online. They looking online at, you know, diagrams of how vitamin D is produced. How come when you look online and see how vitamin D is produced, you never seen that vitamin D comes from melanin? The same way you can't answer how come it is that niggas with the dominant genetics have the shorter lifespan. How come none of the textbooks that's here shows you that vitamin D comes from melanin? See, that's institutionalized racism, which is a part of your genocide. You don't get it. Keratinocytes, adult stem cells, I break it down into more plain language. Make it plain, brother. I make it more plain for you. Keratinocytes, which are adult stem cells that make up your skin, those cells cannot absorb ultraviolet radiation, people. Those cells cannot absorb ultraviolet radiation. And just in case you didn't know, it is ultraviolet radiation that produces vitamin D, using cholesterol as a substrate. Using cholesterol as a substrate. So the UVB has to be absorbed somewhere in the skin. What is absorbing it in the skin? Melanin. See? That's not in your textbook for a reason. That's not in your textbooks for a reason. That's not in your diagrams for a reason. You don't hear not near one of these fucking doctors that have been talking about the benefits of vitamin D all this time mention melanin at fucking all. For a reason. For a reason. This is not a game. The reason why black folks have higher blood pressure is because your body stores more cholesterol because you're black. You need to understand that. Because you're black, that means that your family comes from an equatorial haplotype. That means that you're supposed to get 6 to 8 hours worth of sunlight a day. If you're in 6 to 8 hours of sunlight every day, your body would constantly be converting that cholesterol that's building up in your tissues into vitamin D. You would never have a cholesterol buildup. But you don't understand how your own body works. I'm tired of fake smart niggas that think they got knowledge of self that don't know any fucking thing about they self, running off at the fucking mouth when real niggas enter the room. When I enter the room, you niggas in the fucking chat room should be silent. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But you need to. And you need to get behind it and support it. The only thing you niggas should be saying is what the fuck is his Cash App so we can make sure we fund this nigga so that he can keep this research going. You're not paying, you're not getting it. You halfway smart niggas that was like, oh yeah, well, you know, the ACE2 protein is the target, blah, blah, blah. You didn't understand that ACE2 protein is regulated by angiotensin. Angiotensin is regulated by renin. Renin is regulated by vitamin D. And vitamin D, again, like we just discussed, is regulated by your pigment. So now we're talking about melanin, a direct connection from melanin to your ACE2 proteins. That should have went viral when I taught that class in February of 2020. How many lives could we have saved if that went viral? I'm just saying. The dances, the goofy shit, all that could have still went viral, but also that information about how your genetics makes you more vulnerable should have went viral. But we had a 200% rate of mortality from the pandemic than white folks. And you niggas don't know. You niggas still playing games. You don't get it. or let me be specific, it's 170% mortality rate, black folks to white folks in the pandemic. But we got dominant genes though, huh? This is what the fuck I'm saying. Look at your man Artie. Look, let's make Artie famous. Artie said there's videos all over YouTube exposing me. There's videos all over YouTube exposing me by fucking pedophiles and heroin addicts. Let's just since that's what we're doing, tonight. Lifetime pedophiles, lifetime sex offenders have videos exposing me. Yes, they do. Because I'm the nigga that draws the line in the sand and says that as a fucking heroin addict and a fucking lifetime pedophile, as a nigga with 5, 6 fucking semen stains on a little girl, as a nigga that's a sex offender that rapes kids, you cannot be a fucking public community leader talking about you uplifting women and children. That's why niggas attack me. Because I make niggas look bad. When niggas talking about they got 4 children, they got 6 children, they got 8 children, and you don't never see these niggas with their fucking kids. That's why his videos out exposing me. Because these niggas got $25 fucking a month child support and they in arrears. Meanwhile, I got to do all this work and I raise my 5 babies alone. And it ain't no real fucking smut on my jacket, nigga. So yeah, align yourself with the pedophiles by letting niggas know. When you say, yeah, it's videos out there exposing Dr. Enqi, make sure that you mention who the fucking authors of them videos is. Registered fucking sex offenders, pedophiles, and dope fiends. Documented. Documented. That's where we got to go with it. I'm raising my babies. These niggas is fucking kidnapping teenagers to take them in the fucking jungle and start cults and all that. The fuck is going on out here? These niggas got a problem, man. I'm the right one. I'm telling you. I got energy for you. How many of our fucking women is suffering right now with PCOS and fibroids? What the fuck can you offer them? Right? What are we talking about? Niggas mad with me for a variety of reasons. I got mad love and support from doing a video with Mr. G, but at the same time, I got mad other shit. That's what we'll call it, other shit. Yo, this nigga Enqi, you know, he trying to go against Sabi by saying agave is not good for you. Agave is not fucking good for you. Not when we in the fucking genocide of type 2 diabetes. Agave is fructose. Hold on. Let me get the share screen. Hit the share screen, Fred. Let me hit the share screen again. Because you know, I need niggas to see what I'm saying. So that way it's not me making up shit. You see that screen again there, Fred? Okay. Let me show people what I'm saying. So niggas don't understand. I'm not making this up. The problem is niggas don't research. Niggas just memorizing and trying to pass shit off. This is not me making this up. These are just the facts. But you niggas don't research. And the niggas that you following don't fucking research. They just memorizing. Because there's a market out there. Oh, there's a market out there, so they want to jump in the market. So they just going to memorize what the person who created the market is saying and jump out there and try to say the same fucking thing. They're not even researching what it is that they're saying before they put it out there. Fructose is the most fucking dangerous sugar that there is in high concentration. Fructose is tearing Spanish people up. Where the fuck is all of the Spanish people? Fructose is the number one fucking leading, the number one leading the charge in terms of fatty liver syndrome. Now, if you're not Spanish, you may not know what the fuck I'm talking about. Spanish people do, though. They know what fatty liver syndrome is. But niggas is in health food stores, fake ass holistic healers. They running around promoting this shit. Niggas mad with me. Oh, Enqi, you saying something about agave. Oh, yo, Enq, hold on though. But you recommending that niggas eat broccoli. Niggas mad at me because I'm telling niggas that we being flooded by fucking estrogen. Estrogen is fucking niggas' hormones up. And broccoli is a very easy findable food that is anti-aromatase and flushes the fucking estrogen out of your system. Yeah, but Enqi, I think it might be a hybrid. Now watch this. Watch me fuck all these goofy niggas up that's talking about whether it's a hybrid or not. Here we go. Watch this. Because all these niggas talking about broccoli is a hybrid. All these niggas got a mouth full of spelt. These niggas got a kitchen full of spelt. Watch this. Look, spelt is a hybridized grain. It is a wheat species known from genetic evidence to have originated as naturally occurring hybrid of domesticated, What are we talking about? So all these niggas getting mad with me because these niggas don't know what the fuck it is they talking about. They got a mouth full of spelt, a kitchen full of spelt, saying, yo, Enqi, how you recommending niggas eat broccoli when, you know, broccoli might be a hybrid? Nigga, you got a kitchen full of spelt. Spelt is a hybrid. Spelt flour is a hybrid. The original fucking wheat grain is einkorn. Salute to my guy, Kev. Salute to my guy, Kev. You know, but that's that niggas got to understand, man.
Hey, let me read the super chat, Enqi. Kevin Brower, I can vouch for Dr. Enqi. I've taken some of his products, and it most definitely helped me when I needed it. Dude is 100.
Yeah, see, I appreciate that. Because everything I do, it comes from hard research. When you read the article starts with laying out the almost decade of fucking research that I did on metabolism. And from that decade of research that I did on metabolism, that's where the products come from. So when niggas is looking at CMOS, I'm gonna talk about my CMOS gel. You know, and I'm like, yeah, well, you know, we got the conscious caviar. You know, our shit different. Blue Magic. My shit is not the same CMOS as what niggas running around with. Like, oh, yeah, I got CMOS. You know, my CMOS do the same thing. How could it do the same thing? You don't even know if your strain of CMOS is the same strain I use. You don't even know where your CMOS came from. You ordering CMOS online. I'm going to the ocean, pulling it out myself. I'm going to the ocean and with my children, because my 5 children got to go every fucking where I go. So when I go to the ocean, they go to the ocean. When I get in the boat, they get in the boat. To assure the highest level of quality. But it don't stop there. What I did was I coupled the pigments, the sugars, the starches, and the minerals in the chondrus crispus to specific groups of herbs. And then I coupled those to the interleukins that we have in our body. And I know most of the niggas in the fucking chat room don't even know what fucking interleukins are. But interleukins control your inflammatory responses. So if you want to control white blood cells, you got to control the production of these interleukins. Some of these interleukins is beneficial to your body. Some of these interleukins stimulate your nerve system, your neuron system, your pigment system. Some of these interleukins stimulate apoptosis. They stimulate cellular destruction. They stimulate cancer. They stimulate damage to your tissues. IL-1, IL-6, type 1 diabetes. They show time and time again, type 1 diabetes, interleukin 1 through the roof, interleukin 6 through the roof. Yeah, that's my real phone number. That's not like niggas trying to call it right now from the chat room to see if that's that's my real phone number. It's not like a Google number. It's not a fucking app number. It's not a fake number. That's my real number. I really do this. This is what I really do. You don't need to call it and check. Just text the number if you need further information. Right? But this is what I do. That's why my shit, you niggas got to get online to get my shit. You got to, and I don't mean online like an online. I mean, niggas got to wait in line because I make it fresh to order to send to each person. And the shit be, so many people be trying to get it and they willing to wait for it because they know that there's nothing even close to it. We trying to change the world. We don't have time for goofy niggas. We're trying to really create a legacy, really do something for our next generations to pay it forward, really do something to show our ancestors that died so that we could fucking read, died so we could have access to information. You niggas really making your fucking, you got your ancestors rolling over in their fucking graves right now. It's disrespectful when you niggas even talk about Sheikh Anta Diop. Sheikh Anta Diop was respected around the world, you goofy ass niggas, for his fucking studies on melanin. You niggas think that he was just taking fucking pictures next to old fucking statues and shit like you niggas do. You niggas is happy calling yourself studying comedic science and you're not. You studying comedic history. You niggas is standing next to fucking statues taking pictures. You standing next to hieroglyphs that you can't fucking read taking pictures. You niggas is tourists in your own history. Sheikh Anta Diop was famous because he developed a fucking system of studying melanin in mummies. Yo, bro, y'all niggas don't understand how serious this is, man. You're not getting this shit. This shit right here. This shit right here. Let me see. Yeah, this shit right here. That's not a game. Melanin in the bottle. I got paperwork on that. I can show the combination of herbs that's in there. I can show that these herbs photosensitize the body to stimulate melanogenesis and neurogenesis. Everything is backed up with research. Tune the fuck in Saturday. I'm getting ready to do a whole fucking class on the science behind this shit. Feel free to tune in. Even you goofy ass niggas that's pretending to hate because you don't know how to fucking read. And so a lot of this shit is going over your head. Meanwhile, you going to fucking CVS to fill your prescriptions. Meanwhile, you're going to CVS to fill your prescription. Meanwhile, you're going to Rite Aid to fill your prescription. Meanwhile, your wife is stepping off on you with other niggas because your penis don't work. Meanwhile, you know, you like, bruh, I could go for days with this shit. That's right. Typical nigga shit. Thank you, Brian. This shit don't happen overnight. I took that as a compliment when Fred said, nigga, my vocabulary is deep. And I looked at the article, and after a couple paragraphs, I was waiting for Enqi to come on and explain it. Yeah, I took that as a compliment. I also took that as, you know, like, okay, you got to work at, you know, refining and simplifying again. But it's a 10-year study. And it's a 10-year study for you. It's a 10-year study for your children, your grandmama, your auntie, your wife, your loved ones. Because somebody had to get down to the fucking real reason that Black folks have a 200% potential of coming down with type 2 diabetes as opposed to white folks, but we got dominant genes. See, I'm going to keep coming back to that dominant gene shit. Because, see, that's a problem for me in my mind. How the fuck do I have dominant genes, but I got a 200% chance of catching disease to you? You got the recessive genes. I got the dominant genes, but I'm catching all the disease. And I got a 10-year shorter lifespan. Huh? That don't add up to me. I don't know what fucking math class you niggas went to. Dominant genes does not translate to shorter lifespan in my book. Dominant genes doesn't translate to fucking one of our greatest athletes. That shit almost made me cry the other day to see fucking Deion Sanders getting his toes cut off. Neon Deion getting his fucking toes cut off. That shit almost made me cry as a fucking grown-ass man. My children like, Dad, you all right? Deion Sanders crying. And he doing advertisement for KFC. Huh? You niggas don't see how that goes together? This nigga getting his toes cut off, but he doing advertisements for KFC. Hold on. Deion Sanders is doing commercials for KFC while he's getting his toes cut off. This is what I'm saying. This shit is not a game. Niggas is smiling and playing. While Enqi talking, we gonna talk about some other shit. Fuck that. This is not a game. When you look at Deion Sanders, that nigga played 2 sports at the same time and is at the top of both fucking sports. So we're talking about a prime physical fucking specimen. And he's getting his toes cut off at the same time as he's doing advertisement for fucking KFC. And you niggas laughing and playing. See, but that's because you don't understand this game. You monetized. From the very first day that you get fucking diagnosed with pre-diabetes, they got your ass monetized. They know that every diabetic patient is going to spend $10,000 to $15,000 a year on medication. And they know that that's going to last for about 15 to 20 years before you might need a surgery or amputation. Then they know from the time you get your first amputation, you only got 5 to 8 years to live. So when I see Deion Sanders get his toes cut off, I'm like, holy shit. This is an athletic genius right here. Genius lives matter. That's a movement I started. Nigga, genius lives matter. Y'all don't respect your fucking geniuses. Y'all don't respect y'all fucking geniuses. Genius lives matter. That's an athletic fucking genius. And he's going to be gone in 8 years based on statistics. And I'm giving him the 8 years because most niggas, after they get their first amputation, they live average of 5 years. But I'm saying, is this Dion? So we might get 8 to 10 years out of Dion. What? You telling me by 20 fucking 30, Dion is gone? You telling me that we got a large population of black men walking around here with fake dicks, fake penises? Because these niggas is too fucking goofy to stop playing when it's time to stop playing? As a man, you got to learn when to put down childish fucking things. This shit is bigger than me. This is bigger than me. This is genocide. And we got the solution. So the first thing that I learned during this fucking try to take it down. Let me have me a sip of some. Let me have a sip of some Blue Magic infused water so I can try to calm down. Your chat room, they you know what I mean? Fucking Jap. You bring the 158th Street out. See, that's always been my problem. I've always been, because I'm from where I'm from, I've always been too tough to be with the smart niggas. So I'm always an outcast amongst the book niggas. I've always been an outcast amongst the book niggas. But at the same time, I've always been too smart for the tough niggas. So I've been a half outcast with the tough niggas. So I've always had to make a decision. Where are you going to be? Are you going to move around with the quote unquote street niggas, or are you going to move around with these book niggas? And I always feel more comfortable amongst the street guys than the book niggas, because at least street guys have morals. These book niggas is fucking stupid. You think you smart, but you don't understand life. Because you might have spent too much time in books and not enough time living. I didn't need to go to school to get no fucking certifications. My daughter's neck and fucking spine was broken in 3 fucking places. Dr. Lee, who is the head surgeon in North fucking America, niggas helicopter they fucking kids to go see this nigga. He sat down and took notes from me. He wanted to know why I was stopping his fucking nurses from feeding my daughter milk and chicken and fucking mashed potatoes and all this goofy shit. He wanted to know why I stopped them from taking blood from her every hour, because they coming into the fucking ICU taking blood from her every fucking hour. I'm like, nah, my nigga, it's the same as last time, bro. That's it. That's too much. You're doing too much. Then I'm in there dropping liquid drops in her mouth in the ICU. She can't eat. She in ICU. I got to deliver whatever I do, whatever I come up with in my mind. I'm like, this shit got to go sublingual. Once my baby got up out of that motherfucking hospital, then she had to go to fucking rehab and the fucking physical rehabilitation. That shit was terrible. I had to do that myself. And it hurt. It hurt her and it hurt me. Because in a full body cast, I had her moving all of her full body every fucking day. It hurt her and it hurt me because it was hurting her. But because I knew what the fuck I was doing, I wanted her restored to full fucking mobility. I was able to do what I needed to do. And now she running around doing what the fuck she want to do. Yeah. And at the time, she hated it. But now she loved me to death for it. Because she realized what I put on the line. And I lost my $80,000, $90,000 a year job at Verizon behind it. because my district manager who wanted to promote me at the time, I was absent for fucking, I was out of there for like a week straight. When I came back in, the fucking district manager, I think his name was Lawan or something like that. He said, yeah, you need to decide what your priorities is. You can't help your daughter. Let the doctors work. And when he said you need to decide what your priorities is, he thought that I was going to prioritize my job. Shame on him. I turned right back the fuck around and walked out of that job and went right back to the hospital. I needed him to say that. I needed that to trigger me. Like, yeah, you right. You right. I do need to get my fucking priorities intact. And he like, yeah. You clocking in? I'm like, nah. I'm out. And I don't know when I'll be back. Fuck this job. And fuck the lawsuit money. I didn't give a fuck about what the lawyer, if he's uprooting what the doctors is doing, that's going to go against the lawsuit in court and they're going to say this. I don't give a fuck about none of that. So I had the most highly fucking decorated pediatrician for trauma sitting down taking notes from me. The nigga with no qualifications, no medical school, none of that shit at the time. A fucking phone salesman from 158th Street in the Bronx. But I grew up with a weird fucking hobby because my father instilled in me to read books and to read nonfiction. So my favorite fucking thing to read was science books. And after a while, that turned into science textbooks. So by the time I'm in my 20s, I could run you down the whole body like the back of my fucking hand, but it's not something that I'm pursuing. It's a hobby. But when emergency time came, I needed to pull on that. I needed all those years of being different to mean something. So when that situation happened and everybody in the fucking neighborhood seen that miracle, everybody start coming to me like, yo, you need to do this. Yo, you need to take this serious. Yo, you need to do something with healing. So from that point going forward, okay, yeah, let me try to get into, I'm studying herbs over here. Let me get a certification. Okay, let me study. Okay, niggas training. Okay, yeah, let me get a personal train. Oh, let me get sports nutrition. Let me study the nutrition. Let me get all the way up into the point where I'm like, damn, I done got every certification except doctor. But I'm not trying to be a medical doctor that goes against all of my personal morals and principles. And then somebody presented to me not only a naturopathic doctor school, but the only naturopathic doctor in school, founded, owned, and operated, state licensed by a fucking black man. When that opportunity was presented to me, that right there, I felt like was a godsend. So then I enrolled as a student. I said, this is the place for me. The only one of its kind in America. So yeah, as I'm doing the 40-day fruit fast with motherfuckers, I'm pulling from all those experiences, all of my curiosity. And I'm trying to figure out, how is it that with dominant fucking genes, we have a 10-year shorter lifespan? How is it that we had a 200% proclivity to fucking type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, dementia? How the fuck is this happening to us at a 200% rate? 200%? I couldn't even understand the fucking mathematics. I'm like, wait a minute, at 100%, isn't that a certainty? What the fuck is happening? Huh? How are we at 200% for any fucking thing? Huh? 200%? That was an anomaly for me. I had to figure that out. So the 40-day fast allowed me to be able to examine white people, Spanish people, red people, black people from America, Canada, South America, Germany, Africa, Europe, UK, every fucking continent on this globe. Super Bowl fucking champions with Super Bowl rings, NBA players, college athletes, street ball fucking athletes, diabetics, cancer patients, lupus patients, every fucking manner, epileptic, everybody, all walks of fucking life on this same fast and document specific anomalies. And I noticed that the lower amount of calories that everybody consumed, no matter who they was, their physical performance improved, their mental health improved, their mental clarity improved, their memory improved, their sex life improved, their circulation improved. I realized there was a problem with our understanding of metabolism. So then I had to go back. I have to go back and research where the foundation of the American understanding of metabolism came from. All the way back to Antoine Lavoisier and all of these guys, leading up to Max Kleber. And find out none of these experiments, none of these documents, none of these tests, none of this shit that they base your basal metabolic rate on had us involved. They didn't run any tests on black folks. They ran tests on fucking gerbils, hamsters, rabbits, goats, deers, cows. Huh? They ran tests on plant metabolic rates to establish human metabolic rates. Huh? Plants and animals? They did one study on a couple, a European couple indoors with no natural sunlight. That's the origin of basal metabolic rate. That's the origin of the understanding of cellular respiration and ATP producing your energy. They broke that down into into two groups of tissue to distribute that ATP between. And that's how they came up with the numbers. You have one group of tissues that are highly active and use a lot of metabolic resources. Then you have another group of tissue that are less metabolic. They use little to no ATP or glucose for energy. So when I came through, this is an entirely new breakthrough. This is an entirely new science, because I realized we had a whole unfucking documented type of tissue. We have electromagnetically active tissue that produces its own energy. Based on the relationship of melanin and water. In the process of water structuring itself, it creates what's called the coherent domain. That coherent domain is able to take low frequency sound and convert that into higher frequency sound or light and a free pool of electrons. That melanin is able to harness inside the cell and transfer those electrons directly to NAD. That NAD is then able to feed mitochondria directly and produce ATP, or feed your NRF2 system to protect your cell, or feed the sirtuins to regenerate your cell, or feed the fucking nuclear DNA pentose phosphate pathway to reproduce the fucking DNA and RNA. See, that's what first fucking hand research looked like.
20 minutes. Enqi, 20 minutes.
Then I went even further. I got you, Fred. Then I went even further and found out that there's one hormone that actually regulates insulin and glucose. Insulin and glucose is not even the fucking stars of the show. Insulin and glucose is regulated by melanin concentrating hormone. Just to add more insult to injury and let you know that this is a disease that's attacking your melanin axis. The hormone that controls insulin metabolism, fat metabolism, sugar metabolism is called melanin concentrating hormone. You niggas are smart. You got fucking Google. Pull it up. Prove that I'm wrong. Don't say, look, Enqi got a gold chain and gold teeth, so he must not know what he's talking about. No. Look up what I'm saying. Type in herpes and fucking diabetes. Type in melanin concentrating hormone. Use your Google and look those things up. Type in melanin concentrating hormone and insulin. Type in melanin concentrating hormone and leptin. Type in melanin concentrating hormone and fucking mitochondria. Type these things in and see if I know what the fuck I'm saying or not. And then when you find out that I know what the fuck I'm saying, ask yourself why nobody else has came to tell you this before me. Ask yourself why nobody else has brung you this message before me. Ask yourself why nobody with the fucking credentials as a medical doctor or a surgeon that you niggas is asking if I have has brought you this information. And then ask yourself, if I was a medical doctor, would I be able to bring you this information? Or would I be locked up from telling you niggas the truth like these motherfuckers are? Would I be giving you niggas insulin for fucking type 2 diabetes, knowing that insulin has never, ever reversed any fucking body's type 2 diabetes on earth? You can't produce one motherfucker on this planet with fucking diabetes that was cured by insulin. One. One. Find one. So this is what we doing. I have to draw the line. There has to be a voice that says, Master P, you're not uplifting the black community, my guy, by selling ramen noodles. Maybe to these goofy niggas that's in the chat more interested with my gold chain and gold teeth, you're doing a service to the black community by providing ramen noodles for the children. But those of us that know better, see, because most of you niggas just live in this world. You're not going to change it. You're just subject to it. Some of us here are world changers. Some of us here are here to move the fucking lines. Some of us here are here to do things that motherfuckers said was impossible, so that the next generation knows that it's possible, and then it becomes commonplace. There was a time when they thought that fucking flying was impossible. There was a time when they thought that fucking wireless communication was impossible. There was a time when this type of shit right here, me sitting in front of a fucking window talking to hundreds, this was Jetson shit. This was fantastic. This was science fiction. So every so often, there's a fucking genius to walk amongst you and make the impossible possible. And there's a pattern. Them niggas are ostracized. Oh, they crazy. They making shit up. First, they try to disprove your shit. Then when they can't disprove your shit, they try to copy and steal your shit on the low. They wait until you fucking dead, or you broke, or you fucking half out of your mind. Then later on, oh, he's a genius. Look how many niggas jumping on Tesla dick right now. Oh, Tesla was a genius. Tesla was the man. What did his contemporaries say about Tesla? How did Tesla go to his grave? What did Dr. Sebi contemporaries say about him? What did Dr. Sebi's contemporaries say about Dr. Sebi? Because see, now that Dr. Sebi's dead, everybody dick riding. What did his contemporaries say? Where was all these fucking entertainers and rappers then? When Dr. Sebi was saying, yo, I need money to build clinics and schools around this information. The same way I'm saying right fucking now, I need money to build clinics and schools around this information. I need niggas to put pressure on these larger fucking platforms so I could get in front of these people and teach the fucking masses that we don't have to die senselessly. We don't have to age prematurely. We don't have to have broken reproductive systems. We don't have to suffer with fucking having our insides cut out. We don't have to have our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, our aunties. They don't need to fucking have hysterectomies. They don't need to have their uterus removed. And then the uterus is removed because they got PCOS or fibroids. And then the fucking uterus is fucking monetized and sold for stem cells. Because you two niggas is too dumb to understand that Henrietta Lacks wasn't the only one. Henrietta Lacks' story is being repeated in every fucking hospital every day. That's what the fuck I need niggas to understand. That's what I need niggas to get. You don't need to like me, because I get it. You niggas need a white man in a white jacket saying he graduated from Harvard to tell you this. But what you don't understand is that's never gonna fucking happen. Because they don't have a vested interest in seeing you healthy. They don't have a vested interest in you having the correct lifespan. You with your dominant genes, you melanin ass, yeah, all that. Be online in your little groups and wear your little African fucking t-shirts looking stupid with your short lifespan. And not be able to relate your lifespan to your ability to accumulate wealth. You niggas don't get it? This is why they allow niggas to chase money, because you're so in tune with yourself and you're so in tune with your people that you don't get. By the time you chase your bag and you finally get a few dollars, you're not even healthy enough to spend it. You niggas is 40 years old and can't play basketball with your son. 50 years old, you can't jump rope with your daughter. But you distracted because I got gold teeth, because I come from where you come from, because I speak like you speak. And I haven't switched up. I haven't left and turned my back on you niggas like most niggas with the information that I got. Them niggas would have been going to the highest bidder already. Because the other groups of people respect and put a higher value on this information than you do. But my prime objective is not a fucking dollar. I need money to keep the lights on. I need money to keep the research going. I need money to promote, to market, to build, to construct all of the fucking things that we need done. But I could have been turned my back for if it was just about a payday. I could leave niggas ignorant if it was about a payday. I could sell niggas blood circulation pills when they dick don't work, like other niggas doing. These fake ass healers. Anybody can Google right now. You can go open up a screen and Google herbs for circulation, and you'll get a whole laundry list of herbs for circulation. And you could just buy them wholesale on Amazon, put them in a capsule and sell it to niggas with impotence. And guess what? They're going to get a hard on. And you know what's going to happen to them after they use your herbs? Just like after they use Viagra for 3 years or 5 years, the nerve endings and the tissues in their penis are going to die. Because you're forcing circulation into the penis when the blood is full of fucking sugars and toxins. So the reason why you're impotent, the reason why you don't get the blood flow to your penis is a safety mechanism. Your body is protecting your reproductive organ from the poison you got floating around in your bloodstream. But you're too dumb to understand that. So instead of cleaning the poison out of the bloodstream, what you niggas gonna do is force that dirty, filthy fucking blood into your dick. Then when your dick stop working, you're gonna privately sneak off and go get a penis implant, a fake dick. And niggas wonder why we not fertility. Niggas need drugs for that. Niggas having IVF babies in a fucking test tube. And y'all think that shit is cute. Y'all think IVF babies is cute. Y'all think IVF babies is the same as natural babies. Y'all niggas is really fucking confused out here. Y'all are the same niggas that hear me teach. And then after you hear me teach, after you read my 10-year fucking study, you will go and buy herbs from somewhere else. And then when those herbs that you got from a different healer, from a different store, from a different, this don't work. You go, oh, well, that shit must not work. Enqi was talking about. How? You didn't get my shit. All of these compounds, including the sea moss, is tailored to every fucking finding that I had doing this research. The mammotomics today is the same mammotomics I used when my daughter's neck and spine was broken. How? Because I was the first nigga to figure out that you niggas is running behind niggas brainwashing you talking about melanin does photosynthesis. Melanin does not do no fucking photosynthesis. That was the key for me to even be able to make mammotomics. The first thing I had to find out on my own, firsthand research, is that melanin is photovoltaic. Photovoltaic, not a pigment that does photosynthesis. Photosynthesis has as a byproduct carbohydrates and oxygen. Photovoltaism is the ability to convert light into voltage, light into electricity. So understanding that your nerves are neurons, understanding that these are neuromelanin cells, understanding that that is what your spine and your brain is composed of outside of the bone. That's how I was able to heal her motherfucking neck and spine, by ramping up the photovoltaism in the fluids, the cerebral spinal fluid. See, this is a whole nother fucking conversation. Niggas got to have a longer attention span to really sit down and fucking box with God. You niggas want to talk crazy to me. You boxing with God, nigga. Your arms ain't long enough. Fred, you know it's always a pleasure.
Shout out to Nas.
Yeah. You know it's always a pleasure, Fred.
That's why I said we got to do a part 2.
Yeah.
And you guys use your Google and do your own research, drenqi.com, you know.
Listen, everybody that's saying what's the Cash App, $ Minister Enqi is the Cash App. Matter of fact, let me type it in the chat room. My number's right there. That's my real number. Just text me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, text them, and you guys can do all that.
Yeah, I would appreciate your $1, your $5, your $10, your 50s, your 100s, your thousands. I need it. We need to defund fucking diabetes. We need to this is a real thing that we need to. This is a real thing that we need to stop. We need to fund our own liberation because nobody's going to do this for us. Nobody's going to do this for us. Put this on the screen for me, Fred. Mm-hmm. Nobody's going to do this for us. Now, I'm not a holistic guru.
It's not up. You got to send it to me.
It's in the chat. Oh. In the chat room. Just highlight it.
I don't see it. Oh, what is it? Because you're probably not.
$ Minister Enqi. And then the website is drenqi.com. Like, super easy. But I'm not a holistic guru. Holistic gurus is niggas that watch YouTube and don't really have they didn't really sit down with no fucking elders and get no training. They didn't go to school to become naturopathic doctors. They don't have no certification. They don't really know what the fuck they doing. They just remixing a whole bunch of shit they memorizing from other places watching YouTube. That's a holistic guru.
Is that how you spell minister?
Absolutely.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm an ordained minister too. So that's not a made up name. Like, I don't do the fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Like if I didn't get ordained, I wouldn't be Minister Enqi. I didn't just throw that on my name. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just be throwing titles on themselves. Like that's not what we doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, this is the boxing community. You know what I'm saying? Niggas know you can't just throw a fucking belt on. You got to earn a fucking belt. You got to earn a title. You got to earn a title shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all want more information, man? Just text him. Go to his website. His YouTube channel is popping. His Instagram is popping. Y'all do all that, man. You know what I mean? He'll give you tips on the food and, you know, hit him. All that stuff, man. Go buy his book.
We have a whole paradigm, not just the herbs and the food, but specific exercises tailored to certain areas of the body to stimulate melanogenesis and neurogenesis. We do different language studies every morning from, you know, you're getting ready to finish up French and move to Italian. And we're not studying languages to become polyglots. Like I let niggas know, we're not even learning the language and speaking fluent and all that shit is not even our goal. We're only practicing the abstract study because abstract study stimulates neurogenesis. On a regular basis, everybody should be producing anywhere from 500 to 700 new neurons a day to replace the ones that they're losing. But the problem is we're losing neurons and we're not replacing them with new ones. Our brain is settling into old age in our early 30s, our mid 20s. This is what the fuck is going on. How many of you motherfuckers have seen your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather not remember who you are, not remember your name? Go to the fucking supermarket and not know how to get back home. You niggas will buy fucking tickets to a concert before you contribute to that kind of research. That's the problem that I'm up against. It's not just the institutionalized racism. It's not just the medical fucking apartheid that we up against. It's our own people's ignorance and brainwashing that I gotta fight through. I gotta fight a nigga to save him. I gotta fight a nigga to save his life. I gotta fight a nigga to save his mama. I gotta fight a nigga to save his kids. That's what the fuck we up against out here. So this is what we need to do. We need to get that article. Matter of fact, do me a favor, Fred, and put the article in the description so that people have access to actually read the article. Because we didn't even really get to tap into it. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to be able to read the article that really need to get this info. So here, let me put it in the private chat. You see it? Yeah, and then you could drop that in the description on the YouTube, and people could click on the description or the link in the description and go right to the article from there. Go through the article yourself. See the discoveries. See things about your anatomy that you never knew. Learn things about yourself you never knew that nobody would ever teach you because it had to be one from amongst you. I got a debate, motherfucking goofy ass niggas talking about, oh yeah, well, Chronciles said that the melanin does photosynthesis. Nigga, are you insane? We dying from type 2 diabetes and you let a nigga tell you that melanin produce sugar? Like, that's mad disrespectful. You're not even intelligent enough to understand when a nigga is violating you. We dying from an epidemic of diabetes and you letting niggas, and you even running around. We got black folks saying, oh yeah, the melanin does photosynthesis. What the fuck? And these niggas passing themselves off as healers and teachers in the community. They getting ready to teach you about you and starting off with melanin do photosynthesis. And we dying from type 2 diabetes in every fucking form. All them cancers, all them fucking fibroids, all them cysts inside our women's wombs. Like,
Appreciate you, dog.
yeah. Always a pleasure, Fred. You know, niggas got me excited, man.
Yeah.
Peace to the family, the people in the chat that really want this information and this work. The link is going to be in the description. Text me so we can get busy. Fred, I'm coming back so we could do a part 2.
Yep.
And then, you know, we'll be able to get more to the science, but I'm going
Right.
to give them a couple of weeks to be able to metabolize this, to be able to get used to seeing genius amongst their own, right? Don't look for the great white savior people. White folks are handling white problems. Indians are handling Indian problems. Chinese niggas are working on Chinese problems. It has to be one from amongst you to work on your shit. Get used to that. Respect that. Don't steal my shit. Promote my shit. Don't knock it. Invest in it. We got to push this forward. We have a real opportunity right now with this research to put an end to this fucking genocide that we're dealing with as diabetes. You know, and with that, I'm out of here. Peace to the family. What happened to DB?
DB is he's in the Nation of Islam.
Shots fired. Goddamn.
No, I'm just saying, like, that he chose, and that's his right. You know what I mean? If I'm not changing, why should he? Right?
Man,
that's what he believes in. Right?
No comment.
I think it's a scam. You know what I mean? But it's cool.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother conversation too.
Yeah, I rather you know, what can a dead man do for you? You know what I mean?
Hey, we out here. Listen, I'm out here fighting against the walking dead. We got a lot of walking dead we got to deal with. That's one of the things that drew me to the story of Horus, because most of the Messiah type figures that you learn about, you got to die in order for them to save you or take you to the next space. Horus was here to resurrect the living. And once I deal with these motherfuckers and have to fight them to save them, I'm like, oh yeah, this is what it is. Right. These motherfuckers is we need to resurrect our living. You know what I'm saying? So, Fred,
appreciate you, dog.
Love you. I'm out of here
all the time, dog. Appreciate you, dog. And now to do it, Kyle, we getting out of here, man. You ain't got to come in, man. I totally appreciate y'all coming in here, man. And I think it sounded poetic when I said, what can a dead man do for you? But, you know what I mean? You just want to know the truth. And truth, they say the truth shall set you free. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Nation of Islam is scammers, man. Scammers. Speaking of Nation of Islam, Rizza Islam got a court date tomorrow. Yeah, court date tomorrow for scamming black people. Oh man, y'all talk about, hey, if you talk bad about black people because they stealing from black people. Yeah, niggas so lost. Anyways, man, I totally appreciate y'all coming. This is our Friday, so we'll be back Sunday. I think we're doing a show on Farrakhan. What a great transition. We're about to do a show on Farrakhan, man, and he got all these kids that he lied about. He said he had 9 kids. He got more than 9 kids, man. And we're going to talk about it on Sunday, man, because it's important that we just tell the truth, man. And these what y'all call them, the educated people call them charlatans. And I guess the not smart people call them cults. You know what I mean? So anyways, man, do your research, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, if I can interview, what's the lady name that says she was black? What's her name? Everybody's open to being interviewed here, man. You know what I mean? Shit, fuck it. History will prove us. History will prove this platform right or wrong. What's the lady's name? Anyways, y'all know she was here. Anyways, and found out she was a human being too. Anyways, I totally appreciate y'all. And thank you guys so much for coming in, man. And we getting the hell out of here, man. Fred, play the song. Okay. Thank you guys. We sticking to that 2 hours, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. It's your choice. You call me. I'm a charlatan to some people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm a coon. I'm an asshole. I'm a piece of shit. You know what I mean? I'm a race baiter. I'm all that, man. I'm just going to show up. Rachel Dolezal thing. I'm just going to show up at 7:30 Sunday through Thursday, and history will prove me right or wrong. But I'm standing on what I believe in. Love is the word. Have a great weekend. See you on Instagram. And yeah, Terrell Goucher and what's his name? Tim Tszyu is fighting this weekend, and Burchelt is fighting. I don't know, but yeah, you have the right to do what you want, man. I love free will. You can do whatever you want. I didn't come in here angry. DB left. The show keeps on going. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm proud of DB. He can do what he want to do. I don't complain about what other people do. I control what I do in my life. You ever see me come here and complain about what a person is doing to me? I don't complain. Fuck that. Why complain? So, man, I totally appreciate y'all, man. It was great hanging out with y'all. This was a good week, man. This was a good week. I'm like, fuck boxing, man. I'm like, fuck boxing. Blue Blood does a great job covering boxing. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I like these topics, man. Yeah, he was pimping. Yeah, you know what I mean? And but you also had Rodman too. You know what I mean? Shit. It happened. You know what I mean? They had Tony Kukoc too. You know what I mean? So show keeps on going. Don't ever forget that in life, man. Got to keep going. What else? What else? Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, it was a good week, man. And we're gonna stay on these topics, man, because boxing is the same stories. You know, is Devin Haney getting the fight? Will we see Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence? Is Deontay Wilder coming back? How powerful is Bob Arum? He got his hands in everything. You know what I mean? Shit, you know. That's pretty much the storylines for the next 2 weeks. Appreciate you, Max. Yeah. I'll be Bill Weddington. Right. Shy. Big homie Coop. Nate. Birdman. Rob G. We just went over your part. DS. Bicep. Nathan. Love is the word. Woke the truth. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Sean. Appreciate you. KB. Thank you, dog. H Money. We out of here, H. I see you Sunday, dog. Peoples Hernandez. You know what time it is. 3:04. Love y'all, man. I see y'all Sunday, man. Thank you guys, man. It means a lot that y'all come.